So in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove elements using JavaScript and HTML. So in the previous video, we have learned how to do different things JavaScript, but today we will do removing. All right, so we will remove an element from our web page. So now we are going to the HTML file, and I'm going to add an h2 element here. It will say remove me. All right, so whenever I click on this button, I want to remove that h3. We are going to give it a class name. So let me zoom in so you can see it better. Okay, so I'm going to say class, oops, not class, sorry. So class equals to, and then two quotations. So I'm going to give it a class name. I'm going to name it remove h2. All right, so remove h2. Now we are going to the JS file, and right here at the very top, we can say let, and then we can add a variable name. So I'm going to say remove h2. All right, so I'm going to name it remove h2 equals to document dot query selector, because I have used a class name. I have given a class name. So I'm going to say query selector and open two parentheses and two single quotes. Inside of this selector, we can say dot, just like CSS. So dot, and I'm going to add the name of that class name. So remove h2. So h2. Okay. So remove h2. You see my code still runs because we have stored that element inside of this remove h2 element, or this variable, sorry. So we have that remove h2 element stored inside of this variable name. We can reuse this variable name to do whatever we want to do with it. So we are going inside of this function, and this is the code from the previous video. So I'm going to basically say remove h2 dot remove, just like that, and open two parentheses, and that's it. This should do it. So now if I click on create, you see, because this is the first step, it's going to this will be true, and it's going to remove this h2 element. So if I click on create, you see it has removed it, and it has created this h1 element and stuff like that. All right, so that's how you basically remove an element. So you just add it to the page. You see it right here. For example, I have added it here. I've given it the remove h2 class name, and up here I stored it in a variable. I named it exactly the same thing, and I used query selector to select that element with the class name. So you see I said dot remove h2, because that's how when you use query selector, you have to use a dot. But right here I said remove h2 and dot remove. So this will basically remove the node or the element. All right, well, let's do one more. I'm going down here actually, so let me add an image. So I'm going to say image source, let's say donut1, and let's give it some width, so 200, and height 200. Right, so I have given it the width and the height, and let's give it a class name. So I'm going to say class equals to, oops, what happened here? So class my image 2. So my image 2, and this will be source here. Okay, so that's how it goes. All right, so I have given it a class of my image 2. So now I'm going to make a variable. So actually I'm going to copy this line because I don't want to waste time, and paste it again. So I will call it image 2. So let my image, you can name it anything you want, but I'll call it image 2, and document.query selector. So it should be dot image 2. So dot image 2. I think that's how I named it, right? My image 2. So it should be I'm gonna copy this and paste it here. So dot and followed by that. So dot and then followed by that name. Okay, so I have that there. Now, but you see, okay, this is not what I want. I'll change this to 3. Okay, so we'll see some difference. So you see by default, I have that H3 and that image right below it. And I want to remove that image, let's say. So we are going to the second step. So you see, for the first step, we are removing the H2 element. And for the second step, let's say that we want to remove this image. So I'm going to copy that remove H2 and move it down here on line 23. I'll paste it here. So remove H2. And instead of saying remove H2, this will be my image 2, because that's the name of the variable. All right, so I'm going to copy that. And it's stored, you see that image is stored inside of this variable. So I'm just going to copy that variable and remove that element. So right here, step 2. So this should be my image2.remove. So whenever first I click on it, it should keep this image there, but it should remove this H2 element. So one click on it, you see that's gone and my image still here. It has created this H1 element, which is this one. You see this, we are right here. That's the first step. So now we are inside of the second step. So the second click, we are going to run this code this time. So if I click on it, you should see that it should change the image. So now we have this donut and it has removed the other one. And you see we are tracking the numbers of clicks as well. And if I click on it again, it's going to add this paragraph. I'm going to stop this video here. And I hope that you have learned how to remove an element. In the next video, I have promised you, I have not forgotten, that I will teach you how to use set interval and set timeout. Alright, so that's going to be for the next video. And we will take a look at the arrays, because I want to show you how to add elements to an array and how to remove elements to an array. You will be able to create elements and remove elements from our page. So that way, alright, so I'll see you all in the next videos.